You guys want to see the not so fun side of owning real estate? Let me come show you. All right, here's what we're doing today. We are doing 3 property visits because we are doing a cash out refinance. Why are we doing a cash out refinance?
For another property.
We need money. We need money. So when you need money, you know what you do? You go to the bank, because if you buy multifamily properties right and you fix them up, you increase the value. Have we fixed up these properties?
We did, yeah.
Have we earned some value here?
Yeah.
Have we put some sweat equity into these mofos?
I would say so.
And when you increase the equity, you can go back to the bank and you can tap into some of that equity by way of a cash out refinance. So we're going to 3 properties today. We're bringing you along with us. We're doing an appraisal today. So an appraisal is when an appraiser comes by and slaps a value on the property. Are you in a good mood?
I am, are you?
Because we're gonna really have to make sure that this appraiser's in a good mood, because he has the magical wand of putting a value on the property. Now you might be wondering, before we get to the property, is the payment gonna go up? Is our payment gonna go up? It's gonna go up because we are increasing the loan amount. But 2 things with that. Number 1, the amount of money we're going for is more for the refinance because of how much we've increased the value of the building. It's more than the original down payment we put on the property, which creates a what?
Infinite return.
So an infinite return, because we're taking all of our money out of the deal. And 2, we're gonna leave enough equity in the property to where it still cash flows, and the cash flow still covers the mortgage payment, even the new amount, all the taxes, all the insurance, all the utilities, all the bills, all the toilets that break. So that's how it's done. If you have questions about this, if you want to learn how to do this, comment below. Let us know you're here on the journey. Without any further ado, let's go to property number 1. All right, team, so we are actually at the 2nd building. We already did one of our buildings about an hour and a half away. So we're here at our 8 unit. B-roll to when we were first here, one of our other videos, go check it out, how to force the appreciation and how to increase value on an 8 unit property. So we're going to get into a couple units here and do the appraisal. You guys want to see the not so fun side of owning real estate? Let me come show you. Look at what we got going on here. I've not been here since this happened. This is what happens when someone drives into your building. Now, why would they drive into your building, you're wondering? Well, they said it was a medical emergency. I'd like to think it's probably drugs, alcohol. I guess he pulled around back. It was like 3 in the morning on a Saturday and smashed right into the building there. So good news though, insurance, get that all taken care of. We're gonna get brand new entrance, brand new vinyl plank flooring throughout. So it's actually gonna somewhat work out to our benefit, and thank God no one was hurt. But these are the realities of owning real estate. Sometimes people literally drive and Nick's like, did he like bump it? No, I'm like, no, he drove through the back door. So yeah, 8 units, beautiful. We're gonna get the appraisal going, get inside the units, get to the next building, hopefully get a good number. It's funny, we had this building appraised last year for 1.1 million with the same exact appraiser. So should be pretty cut and dry, but as always, we'll see. And I'm starting to get in that bad mood again. So this deal was actually part of a 2-deal package I bought with my 12 unit in Fenton, which go watch that video. Bought it for 900 grand, sold it for 1.395. Off market through a relationship. Everyone always complains there's no deals, there's no deals. Guys, you got to go build relationships with agents and brokers. Getting good with my wife. My wife controls a lot of deals now with the brokerage. So we found it off market. We toured it a couple of times. We liked it. We locked it up. I bought this deal 2022, April 2022. So it's already been coming over 2 years. So it's definitely well seasoned. Had our appraiser through here. Feeling good about it. Like I said, he appraised it last year for 1.1. So hoping all the damage here doesn't cause any issues. They might have to deduct a little bit for it. Just doing all we can here. So great question with this is, we currently have like a 4.65% interest rate on it. I owe about 600,000, paid about 900,000. So now that the property, it's worth at least 1.1 because that's what it appraised for last year. We have so much equity in the deal, and that's where it's like, you have to decide. People say, well, it's a bad time to refinance. Well, I have so much equity, and that equity is just trapped in this property. So even if we're gonna do like a 70% loan to value, we're gonna borrow 70%, we're gonna leave 30% in the property as equity. That's still so much equity just sitting in the property. Yeah, it looks cool on my net worth chart or a spreadsheet, but if you're not actually able to tap into that equity and go buy another deal with it, it's just kind of like wasted money. So that's why we decided, because we potentially have another deal lined up. Now's the time, even though rates are higher, take the equity out, put it into another deal for compounding wealth. That's how you can compound wealth with real estate investing. Equity in a deal, it's like trapped energy. It only becomes kinetic energy when you get the money out. So that's what we're trying to do. on a refinance, it's kind of like an appraisal for a sale. On a multifamily, they're going to look at all of your numbers. They're going to look at the last year's tax return. If you've owned it for multiple years, they might ask for 2 years tax return. On these deals, we have like 1 full year tax return. Now, they're going to take that and then they're going to apply a 5% economic vacancy factor. That's to say, because they're always evaluating the property as if like the bank had to own it. Because the appraisal is not for us, it's for the bank. It's so the bank knows how much the property's worth, so they know they're not lending you too much money, they're lending you more money than the property's worth. So they're going to say, hey, Tony and Andrea, your 12 units are full. It's full for the year. We see that your let's just say approximately your gross rental income is 100,000 for the year. We're going to assume it would be 95,000 to account for a 5% vacancy. So yes, you will always get dinged for a 5% vacancy in a multifamily deal during an appraisal, because they're underwriting, and this is very important for you guys if you want to buy property. It's not the seller's underwriting or your underwriting, it's the bank's underwriting, as if the bank was going to have to own it. So something else we get dinged for too is a property management fee. They're going to tack in a 3, 4, 5% management fee. We don't charge ourselves back a management fee to the property. We obviously pay people from our company, but we don't charge it back to the property. But they're going to ding a 5% management fee. All that does is add expenses that don't really exist to lower our NOI, which lowers the valuation. But it is what it is. That's why it's important to maximize your NOI the most you can, because you're going to get hit with these things. So like the difference between a residential deal, like 1 to 4 units, or a commercial multifamily 5 units and above, residential, you don't get to pick your appraiser. The bank just bids it out. Whoever's probably the cheapest, they send out that appraiser. Commercial is a little different. I don't know why this is. They'll send it out to a couple bids. They'll do what's called a blind bid. So they'll send it out to these appraisal groups. They bid on it, and then you'll just get like an email from the bank, and they'll say, hey, these 5 groups bid on it. They won't tell you who it is. They told me on this one. And so I picked Alex because I like Alex. He's done 2 of my other deals. So I don't know how that happens, but you'll get like this email and it'll say, hey, it was bid by these 3 groups. You don't know their names. And it's like 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 21-day turnaround, 28-day turnaround, 17-day turnaround. And you get to pick. Historically, if I don't know who it is, I just pick the cheapest one. They're all usually good. But yeah, that's usually the difference. That's where residential, they just send an appraiser out. Okay, so it has been a busy day. Started off early, we hit our 16 unit, brought you guys to the 8 unit. You saw the hole in the wall. Now we're here at our 12 unit. You guys have not been in this 12 unit yet. I bought this deal back in 2022, October. Tell them a little bit about what we've done. This is, I like this property. I think it's a beautiful property, well maintained.
We haven't had to do too much to this property. We just, I mean, a lot of the tenants.
We haven't had deferred maintenance.
No.
We've like put money into cleaning it up, fixing it up. Guys, because people are like, well, why didn't you put granite on everything? You don't over improve a property. This is like a boat town area. It's very affordable rent. It's $950 a month here. That's dirt cheap rent, you know, compared to like higher end areas in that. It's $950 plus $50 for a bill back for utilities. But when we took over, rents were $500 and $600. I mean, that's like
you can't live anywhere for that.
In a safe, clean, this is Harrison Township, Michigan. It's very safe, very clean.
We took over the property. We didn't have much deferred maintenance to take care of, which was really nice. But what we did was whenever we do a rental increase, we offer something with that, because with the rents being so low, there was not much deferred maintenance, but at the same time, tenants were taking care of like little issues that they were having. And that's normally what we see when rents are super low. They're responsible for everything, which when you're in an apartment and you're renting, you shouldn't be doing that. So we came in, make sure everyone was set with where they were living. If they needed, we've done a few new appliances, a few new stoves, refrigerators when there was rental increases and things like that.
We were talking with the appraiser, we weren't able to show it, but we were talking a little bit about cap rates in the area, because people ask like, hey, it's now a really bad time to refinance a deal. He was saying he's really not seeing cap rates come up a whole lot. When cap rates go up, valuations go down. Valuations and cap rates are inversely coordinated. The higher the cap rate, the less your building's worth. But he was saying in these good areas, he's really not seeing cap rates come down. So again, it comes back to, and like Nick and I were talking in the car, it is a good time for us to refinance, because what if lenders stopped offering cash out refinances? Lenders have become so conservative recently in the last year or two with financing and deals. We feel it is a good time. If the deal we're pursuing doesn't work out, at least we have that money in our hands and we're able to do another deal and find another opportunity down the line. So we bought this property for slightly over $1 million, 12 units, so it's about $84,000 a door. Gentleman, and I think I've told the story. So if you guys go watch the St. Clair Shores videos, the same guy sold us St. Clair Shores, also sold us this deal. He listed 18 units on the MLS, which is very rare to see multifamily listed on the MLS. So I bid on that. This was back in 2021. Didn't get that deal. Got outbid by like 5 other people. I kept calling him though, because I found his phone number, until he finally picked up. I was like, hey, I saw that deal. Do you have any more? I said, we own a couple. At that time, we didn't own any multifamily.
I don't think so.
I'm like, hey, we own a couple smaller units, duplexes, single family. My wife and I are trying to grow. He's like, let's meet up. We met him at the McDonald's right over here.
Yeah.
And he drove us around. He drove us to 4 properties. This property, the 2 in St. Clair Shores that we own, and 1 5 unit that we didn't end up buying. So for you guys who are like, oh, I can't find deals, how do I get deals? Have you looked on the MLS who is listing properties? Are you calling them? And I didn't call once, I called probably 10 times. Texted, emailed, are you following up? We always say the money's in the follow-up. Are you following up so much until you get a connection like that? Because we always say it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
And brokers control those deals.
And I think to add on to that, it's not that you just kept calling him, but that you showed your track record.
Yes, thank you.
And your ability to close. Because, for example, I got a text today, hey, do you own blah, blah, blah property? It's one of our multifamilies. No idea who they are, what they have.
Right.
I mean,
So
will I shoot a text back? Maybe, but it's like, I don't even know if it's a scam in today's world. So
that's why guys, like, don't diminish starting with like a single family home or a duplex. Because that gives you a track record with a broker where it's like, at least you've transacted with something. That's what I mean. We get text messages and calls and emails and letters weekly to buy our properties. We don't want to sell them because, again, what is there to trade into?
Right.
That's why we're refinancing instead of selling. Because refinance is like best of both worlds. Get your money out, or some of your money out in some instances. You might not get all of your money out. You go do a different deal, but you get to keep the asset. How long it took since purchasing in 2022 to refinance?
So now we're in
2024.
Yep.
October would be 2 full years.
Yep.
Banks need to see at least 1 year of ownership for what's called a seasoning period. Very rarely will you get like a bank or a credit union to do a cash out refinance where you're actually taking money out of the deal in less than 12 months. So we're at 18 months, it's enough time, because then too, they'll wonder, what did you really do to it? And when we tried to like rush it, like our first deal, the 7-unit deal we did, we were barely at 1 year. It was, I don't want to say harder, but they were just a little bit more like, what did you do to it? They want to see that you've come in and improved it, made it better, got the income up. And 2, when we were talking with the appraiser, he said everything comes down to the income. See, that's the difference between single family and multifamily refinances. Single family, comparable sales of the area, right? What did my neighbor sell for? What did they sell for? Multifamily though, he's gonna look at that tax return and say, what was your income? What was your expenses? That's that valuation. Like you said, it's very objective.
Right.
See, that's why I don't like single family, because it's subjective. Okay guys, thank you so much for being part of this video. As always, if you enjoyed it, drop us a comment. If you have questions about anything we're doing, if you want to do this for yourself, hire us at the Stephan Group. We'd love to help represent you. Stay tuned for the second part of the series here of this video. Let's see what value we get. I think we made the appraiser like us. You know, I think we showed the value of our hard work, our sweat equity over these last 2 years. And that's the beautiful part of multifamily real estate investing, value add real estate investing. You find a deal, you buy it right, you fix it up, you improve it, then you get to do a nice refinance, get some money out, and then go do the deal, a different deal again and again and again. That's compounding growth and compounding wealth with real estate. So if you guys enjoyed it, let us know. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned to the next video, because good, bad, or indifferent, I will break down what we get from this. If we get everything you want, you'll see us win and you'll share that victory with us. If I get nothing of what I want and he just like totally trashes our valuations, well, you'll get to see how a man and a woman responds to that too. Because we ain't going anywhere, baby. On that note, we'll see you in the next video. I have a couple free resources for you. Number one, if you want to learn more about wealth creation, the mindset around wealth, how I went from working in my business, building a business, to investing into real estate, all from starting from scratch with food stamps, Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Get my book. It's called The New Rules to Financial Freedom. It sells for $19 on Amazon, but you can get it for a free digital download by clicking the link in the description. If you want to learn more specifically about real estate investing, the BRRRR strategy, how we've grown our portfolio, I have a free masterclass that people pay $3,000 to come live in person in California to learn in person with me teaching that room, but you can get that masterclass for absolutely free by clicking the link below. Finally, if you want to invest into real estate in Michigan, And maybe you're from Michigan, maybe you're not from Michigan, or you want to learn more about our brokerage, the Stephan Group, and either have joined our team as an agent, invested with real estate, or have us help you get into cash flow producing real estate, click the link below, Stephan Group Real Estate, fill out that quick expression of interest form. Someone on our team will reach out to you, set up a call, learn more about you and your goals, see how we can add value to you. Until our next episode, thank you so much for being here. We'll talk soon. Thanks.